Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is...
I hear man talk a kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell life for me.
The question about the Integrity Commission, the recommendation that you be charged, how do you plan to treat that now that you're re-elected to the House?
I'm treating it as I did before, as someone who is an attorney and someone who has strong views about my own integrity. I have taken the move very seriously, and that is why I resigned in the first place. I had there was no need for me to resign. There's nothing that said I had to resign. But I felt in myself that I ought to have done so. I have placed myself in the hands of the courts, and I have the greatest respect for our court system in this island, and we have completed our submissions before the court, and I wait the court's decision. And I'm very comfortable with myself. I re-entered the political arena, having placed myself there for over a year and 2 months. I'm a committed Labourite. The people in South Carolina and myself have bonded. We have a relationship that surpasses representational politics. We're a family, a true family. We get along today, we have differences, but we always circle each other when it becomes necessary. And I felt it was the time and it was necessary for me to move back into the seat, to assist the people who have been good and loyal to me and serve my party as a committed Labour. And I'm always going to do that, regardless of what happens.
Wagwan family, good morning, good afternoon. It is my morning, coming to you from California. It's now 11:09 a.m. How you guys doing? More wanted to share that video, yeah. We put in effort and time in it as usual. I don't know when I come. But at first, people, we're going to talk about a few things this afternoon for you guys, this morning for me. The first person we're going to touch is the Riverton Dump resident. Right? Because this thing here have a history of the straight nastiness. Shouldn't be in an office. Me I wonder why this man in an office. And why it seems as if him are the prime minister. And nobody can discipline him. Nobody can talk to him. Him do whatever he want to do. Him say whatever he want to say. So basically, I believe him do whatever he want to do also. If him can say anywhere anything he want to say, can you imagine his despicable action? Remember the blogger say what he did on his leg, you know. Remember the blogger they say what him did on the leg. It's alleged that he shut off on the blogger leg. We don't hear nothing about that. He never come and say a word about it. He never tried to talk about a lawsuit. He never answer about it. But the blogger say it's alleged that he pop off on the blogger leg. So if a despicable human being cannot talk so nasty, me not have to ask about him action. Because it take a nothingness inside of you to be a spew this garbage. That means there's no inside of you. So forget the word. What about this animal's action? And say my talk about say him a lawmaker. People, we're going there this morning. Share the life. This animal should never be in a government. Lawmaker. Lawmaker where? Which part? Eh? We could start here this brother. I have a history. Despicable. Despicable.
Meanwhile, Gordon House descended into a shouting match on Tuesday as both sides of the House argued about the government's proposed minimum wage offer. However, things got heated when controversial member of Parliament for St. Catharines Southwest, Errol Warmington, referred to Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna as a Jezebel.
The copy that I got from him, it said, Mr. Speaker, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be afforded. It says a pleasure for me. He said, he said he did not use the word pleasure. Don't ask me. He said he did not use the word. I shall not say that. Mr. Speaker, regardless of it, he said he did not use the word pleasure. And he said, Mr. Speaker, hold on. Just a moment, please. Will you please open your copy?
Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. Lloyd B. Smith, called on Mr. Warmington to withdraw his comments.
Mr. Warmington.
Mr. Speaker, it really is unfortunate that...
You called a member of this House Jezebel. I'm asking that you retract. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that word, but allow me to read the sentence here.
So this is from 8 years ago. I don't know this brother here. I do what I do. And it is allowed by Andrew Ones. It is allowed and cheered on by the party. So that little apology him do in a parliament, him don't mean it. Him did not mean it. The brother drunk her. Real scum of the hurt. More of a tell you, him never mean it. I mean, proof of that today. Listen this.
In the news from Jamaica, opposition firebrand Errol Warmington insists he didn't do anything wrong when he called Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna a Jezebel. Mr. Warmington blasted his detractors in a scathing statement on Friday. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP's Errol Warmington has never shied away from controversy, and again he's hitting out at his detractors who insists he should be reprimanded for his unparliamentary conduct in Gordon House on Tuesday. The MP for South West St. Catherine called Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna a Jezebel as the House debated an increase in the national minimum wage. On Wednesday, Ms. Hanna took to social media describing her opposition colleagues' behavior as obnoxious and misogynistic. But Mr. Warmington says he didn't do anything wrong when he labeled the MP for South East St. Anne a Jezebel. He shared his side of the story in a statement to the media on Friday. Mr. Warmington says he was insulted and disrespected by Ms. Hanna. He says he only responded to the insults she directed at him from across the floor. Mr. Warmington said, quote, "Firstly, I am not crazy. Therefore, I would not have called a member names without cause. There must have been a reason for me to have said what I said," end quote. Mr. Warmington did not share what Miss Hanna said to him that prompted his Jezebel response, but he said in his statement that Deputy Speaker Lloyd B. Smith ignored Miss Hanna's rude utterances. According to Mr. Warmington, quote, "I did not invent the word Jezebel. It came from the Bible, and it aptly describes her behavior."
So you guys hear that? So I'm still a call her Jezebel. Yeah? Still a call her Jezebel. So we have a prime minister here who now have nothing to do but to hug up Warmington. Him embrace Warmington behavior. Even racism. The prime minister will never distance himself from everything Warmington do. And the first, he might be our racism. He might push out a racism tone. Warmington's are open racist.
Did you fire Warmington or you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question
happened?
keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, you know, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, "Come, let's talk," you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you know, you say, "Prime Minister, I offer." You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal on the Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the difficulty that it posed for the party. And in a deep discussion with him, he explained that today, yes, and yesterday as well, which was a result of his press release. He explained, you know, what happened and what led him to it. But as a minister, I think he understood.
But what you know, say, him withdraw, in resignation. You guys know that, right? Him still withdraw in resignation. So, Warmington outburst cited as an embarrassment to PM and country. Andrew Onis is not embarrassed because 2 years ago, this is what this brother here did. Warmington. This is 2 years ago. We have been filing. And this is just a fraction of it. Trust me, we have been filed. This is 2 years ago from everyone. Warmington exercising full-blown racism, which is embraced by the JLP, the Jamaica Labour Party, in 2024. I may ask a question. Does the American embassy, the Canadian embassy, British embassy, or anybody else but the local Jamaica fries know that Everald Warmington embrace racism backed up by the Labour Party? Because Up till now, I don't hear nobody, not one person on the bus who come out and distance themselves from Everald Warmington. Totally racist utterance. Raw, open racism. If you hear Donald Trump, who we are say racist, come out with anything like this, trust me, the earth open up. Don't. If any white man, and I mean any white man on the face of the earth, should come and utter some stuff like this openly, open racism, it would be hell to pay. And I repeat, if any white man, what I'm about to play for you right now, what I'm about to play for you, if any white man speak this way about black man, it would be hell to pay. But in Jamaica, you are allowed to chat like this and get away with it. He's embraced by the Liberal Party. He's embraced by the Prime Minister. Everald Warmington and not yet been disciplined. No discipline for his side. Not now come. The Prime Minister never come out and distance himself and say, no, this is not how the Liberal Party feel about white people. We distance ourselves from him. Not like that, people. Listen to this.
The National Integrity Action NIA is calling for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene in the controversy involving Government Minister Everald Warmington. As Sandy Williams reports, Principal Director of the NIA believes Mr. Warmington should be demoted or asked to resign for his racial comment about the opposition leader on Sunday. In some developed nation, a parliamentarian may be sanctioned for uttering racial comments on a political platform. Recently, a far-right member of the French parliament was sanctioned by a disciplinary panel for shouting, "Go back to Africa," when a black MP was speaking in the National Assembly. A maximum penalty of 15 days suspension and a temporary pay cut was imposed on the member. However, in Jamaica, it is yet to be seen if Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, Everald Warmington, will be sanctioned for his controversial racial comment about opposition leader Mark Golding. On Sunday, Mr. Warmington suggested that Mr. Golding's racial background and his ancestral links to British slave masters made him unfit to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Foy, come from? A white man, white one from England. Prime Minister where? Jamaica? If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland.
You tell me now, people. You tell me now. That is 2 years ago. That is 2 years ago, people. That is 2 years ago. You hear me? Nothing has been done about him. Call Lisa Anna, Jezebel, in disrespect the news media, and him come apologize to them and lick the people, them camera, flip them off, and they see him come out here. All they see him do is embraced by Andrew Holness. Listen again.
Did you fire Warmington or you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, you know, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, "Come, let's talk," you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you know, you say, "Prime Minister, I offer." You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal on the Westminster.
Look, Everald is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everald is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the difficulty that it posed for the party. And in a deep discussion with him, he explained that today, yes, and yesterday as well, which was a result of his press release. He explained, you know, what happened and what led him to it. But as a minister, I think he understood.
That was about 6 to 7 months ago. Yeah? This me go play again. I want to play this again, make it stick in your head. This are 2 months, 2 years ago. Listen again.
Meanwhile, Gordon.
The National Integrity Action NIA is calling for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene in the controversy involving Government Minister Everard Warmington. As Sandy Williams reports, Principal Director of the NIA believes Mr. Warmington should be demoted or asked to resign for his racial comment about the opposition leader on Sunday. In some developed nation, a parliamentarian may be sanctioned for uttering racial comments on a political platform. Recently, a far-right member of the French parliament was sanctioned by a disciplinary panel for shouting "Go back to Africa" when a black MP was speaking in the National Assembly. A maximum penalty of 15 days suspension and a temporary pay cut was imposed on the member. However, in Jamaica, it is yet to be seen if Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, Everard Warmington, will be sanctioned for his controversial racial comment about opposition leader Mark Golding. On Sunday, Mr. Warmington suggested that Mr. Golding's racial background and his ancestral links to British slave masters made him unfit to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Foy, come from? A white man, white one from England. Prime Minister where? Jamaica? If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland.
People, that is 2 years ago. Andrew Holness did nothing. So Everard Warmington continue his racial tirade. I want you guys to listen. This just happened. This is recently. 2 years ago, nothing happened to him. The Labourite embrace him. Them support him. Say my firebrand. Listen to him again.
No white man can lead me. Everard Warmington made his displeasure clear about the prospect of PNP President Mark Golding becoming Prime Minister.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago's a white man and shouldn't lead us, and they'll see me all over the south. I talk about this now, then want this a white man. So why you can talk about Siago all this year became white? And because a white man come, you saying can't lead Jamaica over me dead body. Over dead body. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
To loud cheers from the packed audience gathered at the Tivoli Gardens High School, Mr. Warmington urged Jamaicans to put Mr. Golding back on a boat and send him to England.
We are, as all the while, we are descendants of the slaves. We don't want the descendant slave masters going to rule us again. We don't want it. In 1838, we threw off the chain and then got trench town and lift up chain and chain again. For what? We put me in a chain again? It's not going to happen. Jamaicans are so stupid. What we need to do, put him back on the banana boat and send him back to England.
It was revealed that Mr. Golding was a British citizen by descent. He's since renounced his British citizenship after much public outcry. The Southwest St. Catherine MP told Labourites that the opposition leader only selfishly bowed to public pressure. He says Mr. Golding should seek office back in England and leave Jamaica.
What I want to say tonight, England have 5 prime ministers in 2 years because they can't find nobody. So this English white man, if he wants a prime minister, go England, they can't find nobody up there. They might use him. A country who have 5 prime ministers in 2 or 3 years, can't find nobody. So I better go knock on Englishman's door and say, Mr. King, may I come, and left us alone. We just saw, we stand for Andrew Holness. You stand for Desmond. We work together for the Jamaica party to ensure victory is secure. Thank you, my brother and sister.
Nor
Want to tell me now? This just happened. This just happened. This just happened, people. 2 years ago. Now this. When you hear nothing from the Prime Minister, when you hear nothing from the Prime Minister, when you hear nothing from nobody from the boss. So it seems as if the JLP party is embracing full-blown open racism. I want the world to know that. I wonder if that is on the Tourist Board website. I wonder if that is on the tourist board website, so no like white people. I wonder about Mitri Siaga. He's the president of the PSOJ. He's a white man. I wonder how he feel about that. What about Bush Stewart's son? What about little Matthew? Anybody who is not black. This is full open racism in 2024. Right? It's not the first. This brother have a history. He's not supposed to be in a politics. But him a lawmaker. So how we know say not write law against white people? How we know say what you do in a parliament is not working against other people who are not black? You're not supposed to be in an office and Andrew Honest embrace you and talk about your firebrand.
Did you fire Warmington or you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, you know, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, come, let's talk, you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you know, you say, Prime Minister, I offer. You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal on the Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful.
That means say the Prime Minister is known for filth coming out of his mouth. And that the Prime Minister tell me, He's known to be speaking like that. The Labour right embrace this kind of conversation, this kind of filth. He's known that Mr. the Prime Minister said the man is a racist. Can you imagine if any white man, think about any white man, Trump, anybody, go up on a platform, go say some stuff like this. Remember, you know, for my platform, I say Trump a racist, you know. Me take that back, man. Me take away all that back. Because I never hear Trump talk like this. Me never hear no white man in a government talk like this, man. Me never hear that, man. Me never hear no white man openly embrace racism. And this is what this is. Down with racism, whether that come from white or black. Racism is wrong, people. This is raw, open racism. Me never hear no white man come out like this. As much as we are saying, boy, them racist and this and that. If them do it, them talk it among them not come out like this. Eh? And if you see a man who's a lawmaker, beg me for wonder if you write laws to hurt others in a Jamaica who are not black.
No white man can lead me. Everard Warmington made his displeasure clear about the prospect of PNP President Mark Golding becoming Prime Minister.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago's a white man and shouldn't lead us, and they'll see me all over the south. I talk about this now, they want this a white man. So why you can talk at what Siago all this year became white? And because a white man come, you saying can't lead Jamaica over me dead body. Over dead body. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
To loud cheers from the packed audience gathered at the Tivoli Gardens High School, Mr. Warmington urged Jamaicans to put Mr. Golding back on a boat and send him to England.
We are, as all the while, we are descendants of the slaves. We don't want no descendants slave masters going to rule us again. We don't want it. In 1838, we threw off the chain. And then got trench town and lift up chain again. For what? If put me in a chain again? You know what happen? Jamaicans are so stupid. What we need to do, put him back on the banana boat and send him back to England.
It was revealed that Mr. Golding was a British citizen by descent. He's since renounced his British citizenship after much public outcry. The South West St. Catherine MP told Labourites that the opposition leader only selfishly bowed to public pressure. He says Mr. Golding should seek office back in England and leave Jamaica.
What I want to say tonight, England have 5 prime ministers in 2 years because they can't find nobody. So this English white man, if he wants a prime minister, go England, they can't find nobody up there. They might use him. A country who have 5 prime ministers in 2 or 3 years, can't find nobody. So I better go knock on Englishman door and say, Mr. King, may I come, and left us alone. We just saw, we stand for Andrew Holness. You stand for Desmond. We work together for the Jamaica party to ensure victory is secure. Thank you, my brother and sister.
Call the PNP asshole from the podium and say, supposed to be some role model and honorable supposed to be beside the name. The most right honorable what? Dog shit. The most right honorable who? Riverton resident? Honorable where? And honorable that beside on the name. The man I call the rest of the people them asshole. The PNP asshole, the name said the a-hole. This a John Cryer. Racism. Can you imagine if a white man go up on a thing and say a black man have to go back to Africa? Can you imagine if Trump say, if he want to be a president in the country, go back to Africa? Remember the time Trump they come out and ask the Obama birth certificate, birtherism, you see the uproar? Can you imagine if a white man utter anything like this? It's a raw racism embraced by the Liberal Party.
The National Integrity Action NIA is calling for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene in the controversy involving Government Minister Everard Warmington. As Sandy Williams reports, Principal Director of the NIA believes Mr. Warmington should be demoted or asked to resign for his racial comment about the opposition leader on Sunday. In some developed nation, a parliamentarian may be sanctioned for uttering racial comments on a political platform. Recently, a far-right member of the French parliament was sanctioned by a disciplinary panel for shouting, "Go back to Africa," when a black MP was speaking in the National Assembly. A maximum penalty of 15 days suspension and a temporary pay cut was imposed on the member. However, in Jamaica, it is yet to be seen if Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, Everard Warmington, will be sanctioned for his controversial racial comment about opposition leader Mark Golding. On Sunday, Mr. Warmington suggested that Mr. Golding's racial background and his ancestral links to British slave masters made him unfit to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Foy, come from? A white man, white one from England. Prime Minister where? Jamaica? If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland.
So you tell me if the JLP party no embrace full racism. Remember the Prime Minister know him already, This is proof that the Prime Minister know him and is aware of his utterance. See the proof, yeah?
Did you fire Warmington or you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, "Come, let's talk," you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you say, "Prime Minister, I offer." You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal under Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the difficulty that it posed for the party. And in a deep discussion with him, he explained that today, yes, and yesterday as well, which was a result of his press release. He explained, what happened and what led him to it. But as a minister, I think he understood.
So this conversation with him and Cliff Hughes about 7 months ago. It's not yesterday. It's not today. About 7 months ago. Remember, the same Warmington said, PNP now go get him money. He might withdraw money from PNP. Remember that? Remember that time there? And he withdraw and step down and ray. At that. The brother disgusting. Disgusting. Racist. And racism has been embraced by the JLP party in 2024. Look on the bus. Look on different race of people up on the bus. Chinese, white, all kind of people up on the bus. Hispanic on the bus. Eh? And this brother I come and push full racism. I'm going to ask the question again. Has the US Embassy been notified about this man racism? About the British Embassy? About the Canadian Embassy? You think any one of them will be willing to welcome a man who think like this in them country about white people? Talk to. You think any country, any one of the first world country, whether they are politician or not, would I embrace a man like this and welcome him in the country? People talk to me. The one on the travel, not on the travel, to understand how the immigration stuff work. Do you think, come in and know, you know, do you think a man like this, who openly, people openly push racism in Jamaica, and it's catching on, it's trending, because when you go up on comment section, you see Jamaicans that speak like that, so they don't want a white man run them country. So what this brother is doing, and the Labour Party, they are pushing some racism. Here, Nigel Clark already come out with Bakra Masa. You hear Nigel Clark, the finance minister, the former finance minister, come out with the Bakra Masa. So the whole of them sit down in them circle with a racist talk. Yeah? And they push out that one with the dirty mouth to come out. Come say what them want to say. But like them afraid, so them send the garbage out of it, the old idiot out of it come do every nastiness for them. And come go like I say, I saw Warmington stay, man. You know Warmington stay already. He's speaking mind. But he's speaking on behalf of the Labour Party. Because none of them came out and distance themselves from what he's saying about white people. Yet we want white people to come to our shows every day. We have white people out there who own hotel, businesses, homes. You have white people out there who own investment. Eh? Me want to understand, is this part of the, can we go on the Jamaica Tourist Board and see something like this? Where you know, like white people and no white man can this and that in our country. Me want to know if the tourists know. More of them know if all the white tourists that will come to Jamaica know that this government, the JLP party government, embrace full, raw, open racism. I'm say to you guys again, imagine if we know there one place and I listen something will come up out on the radio, with a recording, or somebody play from their phone, and hear a white politician speaking like this about a black person. Can you imagine if a white man, what we call racist, me say, I'll put my platform, me ball Trump racist. Me done with that. I lie that. He's not racist. See racist, yeah. See racist, yeah. See when I talk about the real definition of racism, see it right here. And not because a black man do it is not race. This is racism. And I'm gonna teach the youth them in Jamaica. Me I see it more and more on social media. People are coming in the comment section, labor right. We forgot that Siaga was a white man. Stupid enough because they might listen to him. And Siaga was a white man. And because Mark is a white man now, and my PNP, they were sending a white man to rule them. When, boy, the worst leaders in the world are black leaders. The worst people. Can you imagine if a white leader there's somewhere, and I make them type of speech, what would happen on this earth?
No white man can lead me. Everald Warmington made his displeasure clear about the prospect of PNP President Mark Golding becoming Prime Minister.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago's a white man and shouldn't lead us, and they'll see me all over the south. I talk about this now, they want this a white man. So why you can talk about Siago all this year became white? And because it's a white man come, you saying can't lead Jamaica over me dead body. Over dead body. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
To loud cheers from the packed audience gathered at the Tivoli Gardens High School, Mr. Warmington urged Jamaicans to put Mr. Golding back on a boat and send him to England.
We are, as all the while, we are descendants of the slaves. We don't want no descendant slave masters going to rule us again. We don't want it. In 1838, we threw off the chain. And then got trench town and lift up chain and chain again. For what? We put me in a chain again? It not going to happen. Jamaicans are so stupid. What we need to do, put him back on the banana boat and send him back to England.
It was revealed that Mr. Golding was a British citizen by descent. He's since renounced his British citizenship after much public outcry. The Southwest St. Catherine MP told Labourites that the opposition leader only selfishly bowed to public pressure. He says Mr. Golding should seek office back in England and leave Jamaica.
What I want to say tonight, England have 5 prime ministers in 2 years because they can't find nobody. So this English white man, if he wants a prime minister, go England, they can't find nobody up there. They might use him. A country who have 5 prime ministers in 2 or 3 years, can't find nobody. So I better go knock on Englishman door and say, Mr. King, may I come, and left us alone. We just saw, we stand for Andrew Holness. You stand for Desmond. We work together for the Jamaica Party to ensure victory is secure. Thank you, my brother.
The National Integrity Action NIA is calling for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene in the controversy involving Government Minister Everard Warmington. As Sandy Williams reports, Principal Director of the NIA believes Mr. Warmington should be demoted or asked to resign for his racial comment about the opposition leader on Sunday. In some developed nation, a parliamentarian may be sanctioned for uttering racial comments on a political platform. Recently, a far-right member of the French parliament was sanctioned by a disciplinary panel for shouting "Go back to Africa" when a black MP was speaking in the National Assembly. A maximum penalty of 15 days suspension and a temporary pay cut was imposed on the member. However, in Jamaica, it is yet to be seen if Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, Everard Warmington, will be sanctioned for his controversial racial comment about opposition leader Mark Golding. On Sunday, Mr. Warmington suggested that Mr. Golding's racial background and his ancestral links to British slave masters made him unfit to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Foy, come from? A white man, white one from England. Prime Minister where? Jamaica? If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland.
Family, wanna hear that? Wanna hear that? That is embraced by Andrew Holness, can come out and distance himself from him. You me say? Him not distance himself from him, people. Disgusting, don't. So people, this is not the way it's supposed to be. You have the whole country riled up. And I put some racial energy in Jamaica. Whereas Jamaicans are not known to be racist. Mrs. Scott put in the comment section say, black man cannot be racist. Scott, come on, Scott. You know better than that. But if I go down the line there, you hear the news, it's racism. You hear NIA, it's racism. It's not just me I say it's racism. You hear me just play it for you already. It's racism. So, I don't know who say black man cannot be racist. What is going on here is racism. It's discrimination, racial discrimination. And if any white man should say that anywhere, anytime, it will be hell to pay. Because we black people love to talk about racism, when it's coming from other people. But when we see it from us to others, we say, nah, man, black man can't be racist. Go to Scott. That is full-blown racism. You hear from the news, it is called racism. Same thing the media call it. NIA and everybody else in civil society, they call it racism. Warmington is a racist. Yes, that's the definition of a racist. And I stand to be corrected if there's any other definition for it. And what he's saying, please may ask somebody to let me know what's going on in the comment section. No. That stink, people, what he's doing. No. Let's move on to something a little bit different. Right? Now we're going to move to the hotels that we have in Jamaica. Strike all over. All people are asking in Jamaica. It's just a little piece of the cake. It's like the hotel workers them depend on them own. All this strike and unrest among the hotel worker, one of the biggest employment field in Jamaica. The tourist industry employ the most Jamaicans. From a long time, I say, why the government or governments, because from the PNP time, they must slack too, And I know they must slack. PNP slack up too. Both government cause this, So I say, when a rich boy are coming out the country, work all the Jamaican people to weakness until we skin a flap pan we, and we get all that we need can't do it no more. How come we not have pension and certain type of benefit from hotel at Jamaica since they're the largest employment in Jamaica, in the hotel industry? You see it? So when these people work a hotel, where them put on 90-day contract, 3 months contract, you out there for 20 years and every 3 months you sign contract. Government knows that's wrong, Yeah, man. Government knows that's wrong. You work a place for years, but every 3 months you sign contract. That means probation after probation after probation. Your 90-day probation you pass it. Then they put you on probation again, 90. I just strictly that's what the contract do. When they depend contract, it's not job security. It exposes to all kind of abuse. You can't talk back to manager, supervisor can abuse you in any way, feel you up, touch you up, abuse you in any way. You can't talk back. Why? Because you have the contract for sign hanging over your head. So as a contract worker, there's no security for you, no benefit. Them can let you go at any time. So instead of you pass the probation in 90 days and start get a little benefit, they drop you back to square one again, sign the contract again, start all over again. So you will never come out of probation. You'll never come off a contract. You'll never get no benefit. The government know that, even though them promised the people them in 2020 retirement benefit. That's what Andrew Onis run pan in 2020. Him and Nigel Clark talk about that aloud. But when the election run, they realize, say, no money now run, the people don't get nothing, people. I want you guys to understand this. So what you see happening now is just something where I build up or something where I come. Because I know say this is going to come in. I know say this. People a long time I touch them things. Remember I say, a tourism will come out. If nobody on social media know about tourism, remember, me in a tourism. I'm very aware of what's going on when it comes to tourists. So many of us depend upon tourism. And if tourists now come to Jamaica, the beach dry up. Taxi man now make no money, jerk man now make no money, look a restaurant them now make no money. The man they sell with them jewels and them carving now make no money. People them sell a t-shirt and the surround wrap now make no money. People them sell a little mushroom, a little weed and whatever else themselves make what the people them want now make no money. The people that do the massage now make no money. You see what people, a man want to go on one excursion, the taxi man now make no money. So when tourists slow up at Jamaica, it affect what we are do affect tourism in any way. And the worker them alone feel it, I hope a man feel it, you know. I hope a people are name for tourism, you know, at Jamaica, you know. So I want domino effect, gentle people. So when we see the worker them a strike, I mean, I see nobody come out for them. Me say no, then they on their own. Them abandon them. Look here, this are in a night. The people make up their mind. They look on and check and tired of it. And look here.
Demonstration out of buyer principle.
Police them there over there, up on the side. More police.
No, people, when Delano, Steve Wright, went down there, right? He my chief strategist in a tourism. I think his strategy is just to support the hoteliers and not the people. Tell me what's Delano's strategy. Who it benefit? What it benefit? Is it the people or the hotel? When him came down there, instead of listening to the people, them, you know, real good and so sound honest with it. The man I tell the worker themselves, if come back on the property, say car, man, they get licked down by car on the road and they must come back on the plantation. And them have refreshment over there. Refreshment over there, like Delano provide refreshment for these workers who cannot even drink water and got toilet and them food over there. So now him come, all of a sudden, refreshment over there for them. Him not take it serious. Them not take it serious. Ed Bartlett, what Ed Bartlett people? You know what Ed Bartlett say about all of this? Anybody else? Me I tell you if you go read and see what Ed Bartlett say about it. Me can't tell you everything, you know. When if you go read and tell me Ed Bartlett say about this, the strike. Tell me, people. Tell me if Ed Bartlett utterance is on behalf of the hotel workers or the hotel owners. I repeat, tell me if the Minister of Tourism's argument is on behalf of the citizens of Jamaica who are work so hard and depend upon tourism or the owner of the plantation. Tell me if you see anybody coming out on behalf of Jamaican people. You tell me if you hear anybody standing out for the people, and it's going to get worse. I'm hearing people. I'm hearing from the ground that, trust me, this is the beginning of strikes in all different areas in Jamaica, not just the hotel field people. I'm hearing that there will be so many strikes in Jamaica because they must say the people them now get no raise and every day sit now go up. So they'll go $15,000 a year. Andrew Holness a talk about him give the people them a brag about say that time legacy. People can imagine can't do nothing every day things are go up. That means you must give the people my raise. You think about it, $2 an hour. Come on, man. Right now, if you work at a hotel, your pay raise is supposed to be 300% raise to start. And that's some seat. Because you cannot pay for the same hotel $15 a foreign, but when you come to Jamaica, you only give them $2. That means that we are slave in Jamaica. We are nobody. We must get name dumpling and flour and healthy food and kill we off. We can't eat healthy. We can't live comfortable. We always traumatized and stressed out. We can't pay with bills on time. We can't pay with picking them food. We can't send them to good school. That means the people race, type must always be behind. Because the same hotel, the same job, the same energy that an American, Canadian, or England use to execute the same duty, that the same thing we're going to Jamaica. Them get different pay. But when it come to Jamaica, $2 an hour, I'm sure the young people them are look on and said, this is unsustainable. Politicians nowadays, they don't give a damn about nobody. And when me hear the Antigua Prime Minister start talk, open my eyes to a lot of things. And she said them hotel are greedy and don't give a damn about we. Is it? Because we have some politician, uncle some boy a benefit. Uncle some boy a benefit. The Ministry of Tourism only benefit hotel. Them now come out. May I ask you know, what the hell Edmund Bartlett say about this? Let me go in the comment section. May I go in the comment section and go look. Tell me what Edmund Bartlett, you know, look on it. I want to go tell me what Edmund Bartlett say. If anything you want to say, if it's on the workers' behalf, I want to go look. Sometimes I tell them if you go look, you know, because I want to do no work and start pay attention to what pass on, you know. Tell me what Edmund Bartlett has say on behalf of these workers about this, what's going on, if it is about the workers. Eh? Come on, man. Tell me. Tell me, man. But when we hear the Antigua Prime Minister talk, people, him open my eyes. Remember a long time here, bad for hotel workers, you know, man. Yes, no, man, then upon my platform, who don't know about the in a big C, the unemployment money with them thief, man. And them thing, the man, and the NHT money, man. Upon my platform, you know. When I come tell you know, a hotel worker call me and tell me, you know. So in a big C, remember, he come in all the paper, Jamaica. So in a big C, them thief, them unemployment money. The worker them go unemployment office because tourists stop coming at the big C. So them things, so them have something up in the unemployment office because every week them take deduction out of them salary, out of them local check. But when the hotel worker, they will get $2 an hour or $1 an hour, because some of them now get $2 an hour, you know. People them are robbed, me say, man, if them boy and them busy figure prison. Eh? You underpay Jamaican people and still rob them unemployment and NHT benefit, and government not step up for them. And now the government not step up for them. Me say, people, listen me, no, man. They must say, me want to cuss bad, you know. Me just go and hold my tongue right now, you see. But think about it. The people them get less than $2. A lot of them get less than $2 an hour. When the same hotelier manage to get other people over foreign $15 an hour. You come to Jamaica, give me $2. We can't drink water, we can't use the bathroom, we don't get food, and treat you like a dog. They don't pay with overtime, we don't even get day off, they work around the clock. Sometimes the people don't get a day off or 1 day off according to what they are saying. And on top of that, them thief and unemployment benefit. They don't respect the people, them don't love the people, they don't come to build up Jamaica. And politicians know that. Politicians know, say them stole Jamaican hotel workers unemployment benefit. It was when the big C come, the worker them go to unemployment office and put in for them unemployment benefit, because they now no money, no hotel, lockdown, no ship, and no plane, no run. I've been in the COVID, right? They realize that them name no they no way. Unemployment office no know them. So the whole time and all these years, them a work a hotel boss a thief, them money. Hotel boss we already rob them and give them less than $2 an hour. Hotel boss we have big thousands of room hotel. We're rich, we are take away everything overseas. Them boy I know it. Them boy I know it. I know them don't come out on behalf of the hoteliers. NHT benefit National Housing Trust. Look much room them money have. Them put roof over guest head. Them have beds, them have everything. Look how much I hit them have. Thousands of hit them have. Thousands of places. If any one of them hotel worker did have a little room, will look like any one of them hotel room there, them happy. But still a man own thousands of room. Can put thousands of people in a bed and roof over them head. Stole poor people that you are giving less than $2 an hour, you are enslaving. Still take for, you know, say if you could have thief them blood, they thief them blood. You know, say if you could have suck out them blood, or not take out them blood. You know, say if you could have take out their organ, or not take out their organ. Or you know, say if you could have take out Jamaican workers' organ, or not do it. When we could have do it, Janko, when I give them less than $2 an hour and turn on and thief them unemployment benefit and thief them freaking NHT benefit, and our government do nothing about it. Can you imagine if we have a prime minister like this from Antigua? Listen this.
Gaston Brown is taking a firm stand against Sandals Resorts International. He's warning that if the company closes its doors in Antigua, the government may step in, seize the property, and sell it to new investors. This comes as Brown claims Sandals owes more than 24 million East Caribbean dollars in unpaid taxes from 2017 to 2021. On his radio show, Brown raised concerns about Sandals' structure, saying it leaves workers at risk of losing severance if the company goes under.
Sandals, all the layering you're all doing and protecting yourselves and putting the staff at risk, the Gaston Brown administration will bring that to an end. And if it applies to any other company that are operating hotels in this country, I'll deal with them too, because the law applies to everybody. And hear this now, they're not giving the staff no credit now. So they're using staff tips in their foundation and taking all the credit as Sandals.
That can't be right.
And they're so wicked. You know what they've done? They will set up people to stay at the hotel or go and eat at the hotel. Alarming, the person will go and tip you 50 US or 100 US. And if you don't put it in the Sandals and Foundation, they fire you. You're telling me that in this 21st century, that we can allow Sandals or any other hotel property to treat our people like that, including our CARICOM nationals? Really? I am saying here that that is a type of plantation behavior that I am totally opposed to, and Sandals will be put in their place. In fact, if we have to go to Parliament to deal with that tip policy, to tell them to touch the staff tip, we'll deal with it too, you know. If Sandals decide to spite us and lock down the hotel, we go to Parliament, we compulsory acquire it, and we sell it to somebody else so that it can be reopened.
Let me ask anybody who work at Sandals or have any knowledge of this. Is this what they're doing in Jamaica too? When you get a tip, you have to put in a Sandals Foundation. And that the Prime Minister tell we, I know. Can we never know that? This is Antigua Prime Minister. He might tell we some stuff what might be going on in Jamaica. That when the worker them get a tip, he say, Sandals will put people in there basically sting operation. Send people in the hotel, go sit down and eat, to see if the worker them a pocket the tip. If the worker them pocket the tip, them get fire. Because the tip must go in at the Sandals Foundation. Anybody else have any knowledge of that? Anybody else? The brother also tell me that. This Prime Minister, yeah. Come in never know, you know. That Sandals had asked them for waiver to bring in a fleet of luxury cars. And when we do my research and go up on Sandals website, because I never know. Knowledge is power. And when we hear these things, I say, boy, I'm going to do my research and see what I go on. I'm going to go up on Sandals website and I see, yes, sir, a fleet of luxury cars, Bima, where them have, yes, sir. So basically, them are cut off the taxi driver foot from under them. So the Antigua Prime Minister is totally against this. Him slam Sandals and say, Sandals want to take food from off of the taxi man them table. And the taxi man them rely heavily on tourism and to carry tourists from the airport and around the place. So them can't allow Sandals. It says Sandals is greedy. Them have hotel, them have all of that. But still, like they want to go in the transportation business. So people are telling me in the comment section. So them already have these kind of things at Jamaica already. So our government give them anything they want. Allow them to do whatever. I never know these things. And if them I do it, and them alone I do it. Remember, every tourist have every hotel have them big bus, you know, we carry people all around. We understand the tourist bus where we all jump in and we go Duns River Fall and yeah. But when they want a little excursion around the place, man, we have a little taxi man them out there. Enough man around, they have the nice car, clean and pretty. You ever see man who carry tourist car here, so they carry nice and pretty. Them take good care right just to carry tourists. Sometimes the man them come sit down out before them hotel there, and they're there all days. Sit down on that tree in a cool shady, fall asleep in their car, can't get one guest. And you have these hotels where I make whole heap of money. I pay the people them $2 an hour. I rob them unemployment benefit. I rob them NHT benefit. Now I give them water. Now I give them food. They can't use bathroom. Now I give them rest period. Now I give them day off. Me say if they could have take out them people, organ out of them, then do it. If them hotel owner could have take out Jamaicans, organ out of them. None of them hotel workers don't have no organ. They'll take it and sell it. Now they're wicked against we. And government not come out. And our people be off. When me, Mr. Gaston Brown, I speak, me see hope and eye opener in the Caribbean, and may others follow suit. Hear what the brother say, I'm open my eye to a goddamn lot of things. That's why I mean, listen to him. Listen this. This is what we want in Jamaica. Somebody to look out. We want a tourist industry to defend the people, not some investor. The man also say, Sandals are trying to buy him out to the expensive bottle of alcohol. And him say, him no drink. Him a Christian. Sandals can't buy him out. That's what I say. He must say, Sandals try to bribe him. And him no drink. These are allegations he must say, you know. Make we listen to him.
You have staff who deserve a good pay. You have the government that ought to get its fair share of taxes. You cannot just concentrate exclusively on exploiting concessions and to push governments into the ground. Y'all need to stop it. That kind of model, it is a slave model. It's a colonialistic model that does not work for the Caribbean people. You need to step up. And I expect a brand like Sandals, that we all admire as a Caribbean brand, should feel proud that we're making a significant contribution to government revenues, and should feel proud that your workers can earn enough money to get a mortgage, to own a decent home, a decent car. Not just about you expanding while others are struggling. We can't even attract locals to work in the hotel sector because of the pay so small. While you're making tens of millions of dollars every year out of each of these small economies. And then every time there's a little assessment about your taxes, you come with all kind of reasons why you should not be paying and challenging inland revenue. I'm tired of it. And it comes to that now. If you can't ensure that there's an equitable dispensation going forward where everybody benefit, if you just Sandals alone to benefit, well, take your hotel elsewhere. And I'm dead serious. And I don't want this matter to end up in the public domain like the last time. Because, you know, I don't want to fight with you all. I want to fight with the body. But you're overdoing it. I was shocked when, you know, Inland Revenue said to me that they're not cooperating. They want to take out all kind of deductions out of the ABST. You know, they're paying it now. They're collecting the ABST from their customers. But at the same time, remember, they get all the corporation taxes off.
So
and the little ABST.
What would they pull from that?
Boy, they put all kind of something in there about they advertise this and that cost and all kind of foolishness. I am just tired of Sandals. Tired of them. Tired. And again, as I said, I really don't necessarily want this matter to become a big public spat. But if it ends up being in a public spat again, if it's one man, they're not going to recoil from any fight with them in the interest of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. It's me. And they ought to know that. And I hope they don't try and test me. So y'all need to settle up y'all bill. We need monies to fund the country. And stop fighting Inland Revenue. And it's not me who tell Inland Revenue to go and do an assessment, yeah? They did it on their own volition. But at the same time, Sandals just continue to play these games. And we know what these hotels do to you now. So, you know what they do, for example? They're so bad-minded and greedy. If, for example, a tourist pays $1,000 a night, you know what they do? They have all kind of middle company in the United States and so on. So by the time they report the money, you report half. So you get instead of getting your 17% ABSD on the 1,000 and get on the $70, you're getting half if you're lucky. I mean, y'all got to stop it. And the believers are always stupid, you know. Bad-mindedness. So it's like the government not supposed to get nothing. They must get everything. And you know the last situation we had with them. And then on top of that, they had an agreement with the farm administration to hold on to 65% of the ABSD. Not their money, you know. And then when we negotiate to them and say to them, hey, you can't do that. It's not your money. It's trust money that you're holding on behalf of the state. They ridicule me up and down the Caribbean saying I'm removing concessions. Government taxes can be that you're collecting on behalf of government. Can be any concession. And the thing is, you know, they can't do that in countries like the United States because they'll go to jail. But they feel that, you know, Caribbean countries are small and powerless. And you know what they keep doing? As soon as they have a dispute with them, they threaten to shut down the hotel. And if you notice that, remember they did the same thing too? Talk about they're going to do repairs, do certain, and in fact, the last time they did that, you know, you think they did any substantial repairs? They must have changed the color of the building at the time. I mean, come on, man. All of us are stakeholders. Be reasonable. You can't want to run your staff in the ground, deprive government of much needed taxes to run the country, and they want the best services to, you know. But at the same time, they don't want to contribute their fair share of taxes. I observed too that within the Caribbean Tourism Association, they carried some argument there saying how government is reducing their concessions, and in that case is going to create a problem for the hotel sector. Well, I responded, and I said to them, look, you have different stakeholders in this sector, it's not just the hotels alone, and they can't get everything. You must ensure that the staff can benefit equitably and the governments as well. I don't know what more concessions they want. You get up to 25 years tax-free concession. You have to pay $1 in corporate taxes. There, we have no capital appreciation tax. Withholding taxes are waived invariably. What else do they want? What do they want from the people of the Caribbean? What they want? They want the shirts too? So I'm saying here, going forward, we need to see a more equitable model in this sector because the sector needs to work for us. Not just one set of, worse than the plantation economy when the Europeans and them and the North Americans used to take all the money, repatriate it, and the bill nothing here. It's the same thing they're doing too. Repatriating all the money to build hotels elsewhere. And then they make some little token contributions and, behave as though there's some kind of big time, corporate responsible administration, entity, which is not the case, So I'm just saying, I'm just tired of that kind of gaming, and I want to make sure that going forward there's a better relationship with these hotels.
So, when you are going people, this sound like a man who willing to take on a fight with a giant for his people. The man say pack up and left, man. And I see you, I see it too, It don't make no sense we have these bunch of hotels at Jamaica when I benefit. We just bear the name and not play no game. I slave the people them. Watch hotel a thief, they look at poor people them unemployment benefit. Them NHT benefit. And government not say nothing. Just allow them big friend to do whatever they want to do. Because the whole of them are kin teeth together. At a certain man benefit. However, Sandals did come out and I debunk some item and I say I try clean up them image. So me have to play this and hear Sandals' side of it. Listen.
National SRI group led by hotel mogul Gordon Butch Stewart has accused the Gaston Brown administration in Antigua of reneging on an agreement reached with the previous government. That deal, Sandals says, would have resulted in the transfer of a parcel of land adjoining the Grand Pineapple Beach Resort for no more than $3.5 million and concessions under the Antigua and Barbuda sales tax ABST. However, in a response detailing their discontent published in the Jamaica Observer on June 20, 2016, the SRI says it now understands the land may have been sold to others. In addition to arguing that the Antiguan government has breached the Treaty of Chaguaramas, the hotel chain is also threatening legal action to protect its reputation. Sandals has accused Prime Minister Gaston Brown of making, among other things, quote, two very serious and highly defamatory allegations. In a letter addressed to the Antiguan Prime Minister and published in the Jamaica Observer on June 17, 2016, the letter states, quote, alternative arrangements made with your government to replace the pineapple deal did not come to fruition. Not being able to realize our beaches project, we had no alternative but to sell that hotel. We are not allowed to undertake the beaches project. The resort would then have enjoyed the benefits of the host country agreement. In other words, Grand Pineapple in its current state did not qualify for ABST fiscal benefits under the host country agreement, and ABST was charged and accounted for at the standard rate, end quote. The letter continues, quote, the government of Antigua and Barbuda undoubtedly subscribes to the rule of law, and its action is unilaterally breaking a valid and binding agreement was to our mind a matter of national importance. Indeed, in this case, it also has regional implication, for its flies in the very face of the Treaty of Chaguaramas, which ironically was signed at the very hotel which is the subject of this dispute. The fact of the matter reached the attention of Her Majesty opposition ought not to be a matter of concern. Now, seeing Caribbean news caught up with the Antiguan Prime Minister at the recent CARICOM summit in Ghana, and while not revealing much about the talks at this stage, he said his government will not be strong-armed.
We have given an undertaking not to discuss this issue any further in the public domain. It's really an issue between a sovereign independent state and a taxpayer, but we maintain that the laws of the country must be adhered to by Sandals, by all other operators, and that is really the crux of the matter. And we expect to go through a period of negotiations very shortly, and we just hope that common sense will prevail and that they can understand that they cannot bully my government into submission, that they have to respect the laws of the country, that they have to comply with the laws of the country.
Regarding the dispute over whether Sandals is undercutting the sales tax, which should be charged to the guests and turned over to the government, the hotel says it bills guests the full charge and turns over the 12.5% collected to the government. Mr. Brown explains his concern.
Well, I think that we have a very strong investment climate in Antigua and Barbuda, easily one of the best within the Caribbean and beyond. We give very generous concessions. In fact, Sandals itself enjoys up to 25 years corporate tax-free status. They practically enjoy duty-free concessions in everything that they import into the country, including food and beverage. The dispute really is over the collection of ABST, which is a tax that is paid by their customers. And they have made a point that a former administration had allowed them to discount that amount by 65%. And we're saying that
I believe, say, they must pay their fair share or pack up and leave. Jamaica is now a brand. Jamaica not supposed to beg nobody to come there. Jamaica don't have a pint and light no candle and sing no song for people to come there. Everybody know what kind of destination Jamaica is, and investors who will willing to share the bread will come. People, there will be a protest tomorrow in Portland. Me forgot the information. Wow, me go do something so we can post something about it tomorrow. The brother sent me it in a man, and we totally forgot. It slipped me. Totally slipped me. I'm gonna do something about it. There'll be a protest in Portland. Anybody know about it? Please, Debbie, if you're there, can you put it in the comment section? Someone could at least read it, the date and time. Since I'm a phone with the pan, I'm in the studio. Someone couldn't pull the information from my phone while I'm on it. Yeah, please, someone in the comment section with information about the protest, the friendly gathering, basically, in Portland about the Blue Lagoon tomorrow. I want information so we can echo it at least. So people can come out, come stand in solidarity, in peace, a peaceful one. Yeah, peace is always the best way forward with anything. Peace. No war, no bagga. Because when the war and the bagga come, then we are open ourselves for police abuse and all that nonsense. We're not into that. Handle ourselves decent. Right? May I wait for it in the comment section? Anybody with information, come on for read it before we jump off about tomorrow. And more hotel workers are going to strike. Me hear say more than hotel workers are going to strike. I don't know if you guys are here. What me I hear? Say, and those hotel workers are going to strike. And that me I hear at Jamaica. And hotel workers alone disgruntled. Everybody's uneasy. Me not see nobody come up and turn up with the Jamaican people. Them and I tell them, say, it's okay, man. It's okay. Things going to be all right. Come back for the plantation, refreshment over there. Food them I use catchy people, them, Come back for the plantation, refreshment over there. What a disrespect. People, Debbie, you have the thing at my with planet, Debbie. Or anybody were there, so. I wonder if Debbie there, man. Debbie there, man. We need the information. Roaring River protest is started today at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Wow, me never know that. I say start already. Me there, California, it's 12:23 p.m. I thought it was tomorrow. You sure not tomorrow Sunday? No, man. Look good again for the tomorrow Sunday, Debbie. We could have swear at tomorrow Sunday. Roaring River protest is today started today at 1 to 4 p.m. Them things must be supported, people, because our heritage, Them things are not politics, Them things are our heritage. Our forefathers fight so we could have go on Roaring River. We could have go on Blue Hole. We could have go any little place. Go enjoy this spot. The Blue Lagoon, beach access. I will sit down, and just make everybody take away from away. I will just sit down and not say nothing because of politics. For we can't understand. It's a politics. Politics will make them take away 2 years old and not say nothing, man. Because of politics, you're willing to give up your access to Blue Lagoon and beaches. You tell me. But listen to me. They need to come address the hotel workers them. They're on their own. It's obvious. It seems as if tourist board and all them board there, Ministry of Labor, not really there for the poor people. Them are going to put whip on your back to make you work harder for the boss and accept the bull crap. Them not there for the people rights. So right now the people have to get up and stand up. When I see the people walk out of the hotel, I say yes. It's a pity. We have better coordination where everybody walk off all the hotel them one time. But say it's only a pity. And no walk off no one day either. And I better take no $10, no 10%. Politicians get millions of dollars. And they must say 1% couldn't hold them, 10% couldn't hold them, at 300% them go for. Right now, hotel worker, you deserve no less than 300% raise to start. May I tell you no problem will be solved. Or the pressure will be eased. Can you imagine if them get $1 $7 an hour? Just imagine if hotel workers at Jamaica get $7 an hour. Remember, them should have get the same amount like up here, But me just say, imagine if hotel workers get $5 more on top of the $2. Just imagine per hour. Imagine enough people now look for no bother, man. Can you imagine if them get $10? Nobody now look for no bother, no way, man. If them ever give them $10 an hour, enough man left from foreign and go back to Jamaica. Because they make that $10 an hour and them in Jamaica, them convert it. Enough man, they're nice. You could have buy a local car, build a local house, live decent like anybody else, man. Good God. They don't mean you're no good enough. Sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you said it's over in 25 minutes, Debbie. May I keep an eye on it and, and stay on top of these protests and highlight them as best as we can. And a political protest, them so, people are stand up. So manners and respect to each and every one on the platform. Must I tell you, labor rights are disgruntled, they're mad, and them are come out, and you can hear them all. Oh, the labor rights them are come out, people. They're not happy. They are not happy at all. But anyway, this brother named Warmington. Should be in politics. Is highly racist. And it's sad that Andrew Holness now come out and say a word as the Prime Minister. Set some example, the boss. Show the world, say, and I saw you stay now. Jaja. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos. Gentle people. I'm out.
The National Integrity Action NIA is calling for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene in the controversy involving Government Minister Everard Warmington. As Sandy Williams reports, Principal Director of the NIA believes Mr. Warmington should be demoted or asked to resign for his racial comment about the opposition leader on Sunday. In some developed nation, a parliamentarian may be sanctioned for uttering racial comments on a political platform. Recently, a far-right member of the French parliament was sanctioned by a disciplinary panel for shouting "Go back to Africa" when a black MP was speaking in the National Assembly. A maximum penalty of 15 days suspension and a temporary pay cut was imposed on the member. However, in Jamaica, it is yet to be seen if Member of Parliament
for St. Catharines Southwest, Everald Warmington, will be sanctioned for his controversial racial comment about opposition leader Mark Golding. On Sunday, Mr. Warmington suggested that Mr. Golding's racial background and his ancestral links to British slave masters made him unfit to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Foy, come from? A white man, white one from England. Prime Minister where? Jamaica? If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland.
No white man can lead me. Everald Warmington made his displeasure clear about the prospect of PNP President Mark Golding becoming Prime Minister.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago's a white man and shouldn't lead us, and they'll see me all over the south. I talk about this now, they want this a white man. So why you can talk at what Siago all this year became white? And because a white man come, you saying can't lead Jamaica over me dead body. Over dead body. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
To loud cheers from the packed audience gathered at the Tivoli Gardens High School, Mr. Warmington urged Jamaicans to put Mr. Golding back on a boat and send him to England.
We are, as all the while, we are descendants of the slaves. We don't want the descendants slave masters going to rule us again. We don't want it. In 1838, we threw off the chain and then got a trench town and lift up chain and chain again. For what? If we put me in a chain again? It's not going to happen. Jamaicans are so stupid. What we need to do, put him back on the banana boat and send him back to England.
It was revealed that Mr. Golding was a British citizen by descent. He's since renounced his British citizenship after much public outcry. The Southwest St. Catherine MP told Labourites that the opposition leader only selfishly bowed to public pressure. He says Mr. Golding should seek office back in England and leave Jamaica.
What I want to say tonight, England have 5 prime ministers in 2 years because they can't find nobody. So this English white man, if he wants him prime minister, go England, they can't find nobody up there. They might use him. A country who have 5 prime ministers in 2 or 3 years, can't find nobody. So I better go knock on Englishman's door and say, Mr. King, may I come, and left us alone. We just saw, we stand for Andrew Holness. You stand for Desmond. We work together for the Jamaica party to ensure victory is secure. Thank you, my brother and sister.
Nori.
Did you fire Warmington or you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, you know, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, come, let's talk, you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you know, you say, Prime Minister, I offer. You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal under Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the difficulty that it posed for the party. And in a deep discussion with him, he explained that today, mm-hmm. Yes, and yesterday as well, which was a result of his press release. He explained, you know, what happened and what led him to it. But as a minister, I think he understood.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, it no at you. COVID money, me say we eat the your little rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste and bust a man to statue. Say me like a cashew, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, girl, and say that it's not you. One day the man above him up, him a got stop too much. It in the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me. 300% raise. It burn me. Garbage pile up the day. It burn me. Give the teacher them raise. It burn me. I see corruption please. It burn me. Mash down the people them house. It burn me. Every day appear arms out. It burn me. Appear money them a thief. It burn me. And them a sell out with beach. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.